What's up, man? How y'all doing on this beautiful Monday morning? It's another episode of Notable Prisons and Inmates That Occupy Them. And today is the Guantanamo Bay inmate episode. But before we start this, can you hit the subscribe button? Could you follow me on the Instagram? Links in the bio. And, where y'all watching from? Tell me something. We need to improve this channel, man. I'm trying to hit 10K subs by the end of the year if possible. But, all right, let's get it started. But first, get your lighters ready. It's about to go down. Okay, so the list right here I'm about to give you is the worst of the worst from Guantanamo Bay. Not the people that might have been charged with something they mightn't have did, but like actual, the worst of the worst type things. Anyways, first and foremost, we got this guy named Himbali. He's from Indonesia. He's been in Guantanamo Bay since 2006. And he's accused of being behind the October 2002 Bali bombings that killed more than 200 people after being recruited by jihadism at a mosque in Malaysia. He planned the strikes against the UK and US embassies in Cambodia. He was captured in Thailand in 2003, and he was allegedly involved in Al-Qaeda's biological weapons program. Yeah, safe to say that this dude is definitely smoked. Definitely chipped him off. Next, we have this guy, Abu Faraj al-Liba. He's Libyan, and he's in Guantanamo Bay since 2006. And he was promoted to be the operational chief of Al-Qaeda in both Afghanistan and Iraq. After his capture of KSM, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, captured by Pakistan in 2005, he planned to assassinate the president, Musharraf of Pakistan, and he has knowledge of Al-Qaeda possibly possessing a nuclear bomb. Yo, this guy right here is a die-hard Al-Qaeda person. Next, we have Ramzi bin al-Shibi. He's from Yemen, and he's been in Guantanamo Bay since 2006, and he's the alleged co-coordinator of the entire 9/11 plot from a base in Germany, who was picked up by Pakistan in a raid on a house in Karachi in 2002. It claimed to have also planned with Khalid Sheikh Mohammed in June of 2002 to crash a hijacked plane in the Heathrow Airport in London. Yo, I'm telling you, these dudes were serious, like real-life terrorists. Like, this stuff is crazy. Next, we have Majid Khan. He's a Pakistani, and he's been in Guantanamo since 2006, and he, allegedly tasked by Khalid Sheikh Mohammed to poison water reservoirs and blow up multiple fuel stations on the U.S. mainland, as well as a project targeting nuclear reactors. He was termed a willing suicide operative who delivered funds for a 2003 Marriott hotel bombing in Jakarta, and had probably been arrested in Pakistan through his links with Khalid Sheikh Mohammed. Yo, it's something about a suicide bomber that is like super crazy and frightening to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, what kind of point is it that you got to make to where you got to knock yourself off and all the rest of us? Like, bruh, that's crazy. Like, oh my goodness, that's insane. Next, we have Mahmoud Farik bin Amin. He's Malaysian, and he's detained in Guantanamo since 2006 as well. And he was arrested leaving a bookstore in Thailand in 2003. He is called a senior Al-Qaeda operative who swore an oath of allegiance to Osama bin Scummy Laden, targeted the UK embassy in Cambodia, and helped with an abortive West Coast airliners plot in the U.S. to crash a plane into the tallest building in California. He captured computer allegedly contained images of the Space Needle in Seattle and bomb diagrams, trained in camps in Afghanistan, allegedly tried to buy a surface-to-air missile. Bruh. That is crazy, man. Like, you know what I mean? What did all of us normal Americans have to do with you guys wanting to bomb some stuff? I understand y'all might be mad at the government, but bruh, y'all ain't got to take that out on us. You know, if you're going to go to war with the military. That's what they there for. You know what I'm saying? I want to kind of come over here and hurt innocent people like some crazy people. Listen, what these people need to do is they need to grab their lighter like this and fire some up and ease their mind. Next, we have Bashir bin Lap. He's Malaysian, and he's detained in Guantanamo since September of '06. He's an Al-Qaeda member who tried to learn to fly cased Israeli flights out of Bangkok airport and was due to lead a 3-man suicide team in Khalid Sheikh Mohammed's disrupted West Coast Airliners hijacking plot. He's a former member of a Malaysian military trained with Al-Qaeda in Afghanistan, cased the UK embassy in Kuala Lumpur, and was captured in Thailand in '03. He thought it would be a good idea to attack a world sporting event, such as soccer matches, because many Westerners are generally in attendance. He would not be worried about accidentally killing Muslims during such an attack, because any Muslims attending such a sinful event were not P-I-O-U-S Muslim. Damn, so this dude was a die-hard Muslim, like the type of guy that would like get mad at a female for not wearing her thing. And that brings something else to my attention. I seen something on the news about how they're like executioning like hella people on that side of the world for basically trying to protest for the death of the girl that tried to stand up against the regime. And that's messed up, you know what I mean? And people in America take that type of stuff for granted, that, you know, we have such a freedom of speech and we could kind of pretty much say whatever the hell we want and not have to worry about getting in trouble for it. Whereas in different parts of the country, you can't even take off and go around in public without getting in trouble. So, you know, prayers sent to that girl that died in police custody, and prayers, and I hope everything gets better with the people that are getting executed for protesting for that young woman. But, you know, last but not least, we have Khalid Sheikh Mohammed. He is a Pakistani, and he's detained in Guantanamo Bay since September of '06. And he's the alleged mastermind behind the attacks of September 11, 2001. He is said by the U.S. forces to have described himself as the head of Al-Qaeda's military committee. I need everyone right now to get a lighter ready, because this guy is getting torched, cooked, fried, extra crispy, extra hot frying oil. Man, yeah, that's him. So anyways, his file alleges he planned the destruction of the Brooklyn Bridge, the collapse of a Chicago apartment block, and destruction of a U.S. hotel or fuel station as follow-ups to the September 9/11, 2001 attacks. He was repeatedly waterboarded in the CIA detention prior to his transfer. He is one of 16 high-value detainees transferred to Guantanamo Bay to stand trial. Dang, that dude is something serious. And we got a couple more people. Come on, get them lighters ready. Next, we have Abd al-Rahim Hussein Muhammad Abda al-Nashir. He's Yemen, and he's detained in Guantanamo Bay since '06, and he's believed by U.S. forces to be one of the highest-ranking, most skilled and dangerous Al-Qaeda operatives captured to date. Al-Nashir is allegedly a key bin Laden aide. His file details an alleged plot to attack a UK base on Gibraltar, with the target chosen after being featured on a news documentary. His notes stress excellent contacts with Yemeni tribes and Yemeni security service, which were used to provide documents and cover for extremists. Damn. Next, we have Haji Hamidullah, and he's an Afghani detained in Guantanamo since '03. Hamidullah's file calls him not only a senior leader of anti-coalition militias in Afghanistan, but also an Iranian intelligence agent. Hamidullah is described as having been imprisoned by the Taliban before securing his escape and fleeing to Iran. working as a baker for 4 months, then returning as an Iranian agent and channeling Iranian money to anti-coalition groups. The dude's intelligence assessment concluded detainee probably has information on Russian-Iranian support to HIG and the Taliban efforts against the Karzai Afghan government. Yo, this dude definitely has the wildest hairstyle I've ever seen on this page. Let's just look at his hair. Don't it look kind of crazy? A lot of grays and white. Next, we have Mad al-Qahtani. He's a Saudi Arabian detained in Guantanamo since 2002 of February. The alleged intended 20th hijacker can never stand trial after the Bush administration admitted torture in 2008. He remains in Guantanamo, where officials recommended he is held indefinitely. Get that? Forever. Cooked. They torched him. Qahtani's file describes his attempted entry into the U.S. from the U.K. in 2001 before the attacks. Qahtani successfully entered the U.K. but failed to gain entry into the U.S. As officials noted, he had purchased a no-return ticket. His files notes used forces believe Qahtani likely has information on al-Qaeda's activities regarding the 11th September 2001 attacks, which has not been divulged, such as other operatives who were unable but intended to participate. So look, he thought he had a right idea, but that right idea just put him somewhere to where he could just sit and, I guess, just watch his beard grow for the next 83 years or something. But anyways, what I'm going to need y'all to do is subscribe to a player. You know what I'm saying? Tap in. More episodes coming up. I appreciate y'all for watching. And, yeah, thank y'all. Later, player. Boom, 12 minutes.